Hello, and welcome tonight. It is Tuesday. Actually, we usually do this on Monday, but today is Tuesday, March 3rd. It's actually the birthday of my beautiful grandson. Happy birthday to my beautiful grandson, name is King Ashton King Porter. I have had the pleasure tonight to join Andre Lee Ellis with the 500 Black Tuxedos. We're at the 100 Gems Plaza here on Titonia in Milwaukee, Wisconsin. But we have one of the special honorees, I should say, one of his special guests, his niece, his sister, his daughter. It depends on what day of the week it is.
Right.
Andre said he switches it up, but I'm here with Bria Grant. Bria Grant is here with Unite Wisconsin, and I'm so blessed because she is here to share with us some of her ideas for Women in Construction Week. She's a woman of many talents, but she also released a podcast tonight with her sister cousin, and she's going to tell us more about it. Hey, Bria.
Hey, happy Tuesday.
I know you're going to do this.
Do I need to hold it?
Yeah, I can hold it.
Okay. Happy Tuesday. Thank you so much for having me. We really appreciate the work of Mindful Mondays. It's Tuesday today, but we know the concept is about really being able to tap into the talent.
We have to pivot.
All the time. You know, audibles and NFL, and so this is a life audible.
Yes. But, we wanted to talk about, because you do so many things, Bria, in the community. I was telling you when we first really connected, because I have been following you for several years. And one of the things that really made me have my eye on the prize for you is Andre. He had called me. Everyone knows I do insurance, but you was helping him really get money, if I could keep it, to the point. And he mentioned your name. I said, I always follow her. And I told you about this not long ago. I thought your last name was sort of like a marketing name, because I said, I know her name, Grant. She gives people grants. She gives people money. So I think that was just marketing, but your name is really Grant.
It's actually Grant, yeah. Okay. And it's funny because Andre kind of spoke that into existence. He's like, oh, you're going to get grants, Grant. Yes, and I'm like, oh, Andre, you're a little play on words.
Yes, like, Andre is what I call it.
Yes. But we have been really, really fortunate in my leadership role at Unite Wisconsin. We've secured more than $35 million for our community and our state, for that matter. And for the organizations that we support on the ground, we really are true to the work. Yes. And we show that by putting zeros behind checks. Period. I hate to give you the high five. That's a girl thing. That's fine. We already know.
Yeah, but I love that. Because that's what I love about when me and my co-founder started this organization, this podcast that came behind it. We said what we love about it is it's not anybody else's, it's ours. And when I just witnessed you and Bria, I get emotional all the time anyways. But it was so heart-filling just to see this month of Women's History Month, Women in Construction Week, to see you and your sisters, and you have Peaches up in there too. Y'all have to watch this podcast. It was just 2 hours of real talk. Honestly, it was things I had actually walked out to, get me a refreshment, but I came back and it was still on point. Yeah. We had Andre there, and I'm also going to be posting some of Andre-isms tonight and some of the clips from Bria and her sister cousins. Yeah. I have sister cousins as well, sister friends of their clips too. But how can they get in touch with you or keep up with your podcast after today?
Yeah, well, they can always follow us on Bria Grant, my social media page. That's my Facebook. That's my Instagram. My sister cousin is Tanzar Gill. She is a licensed therapist.
And that's her real name. Can we get you up
that is her real name. That is her real name.
She's a black girl.
You said she's a black girl?
Here it says here. I'm going to give you this seat here. Y'all little.
She is.
Y'all little seats.
She is. She's a real person. You said I got Megan. She's a real person. I absolutely love her. And you know what's funny, Sean? So like
I want to see y'all.
So our podcast conversation is probably a regular day in life.
Yeah, you can tell.
We have these kind of dialogues regularly. We've been talking about we need to be able to show this to the masses, have these conversations on the public square, and sometimes you just got to do it.
I want you to come on in, sister.
I like to be in the background. I'm not a silent people.
We're on the road now, Mindful Monday, so you should come on in.
It's funny because she talk about one of the silent people, and I can say as a younger sister because she is older than me.
Oh my gosh.
I would say, she just completed her doctoral program, and her dissertation is talk about the biggest fan, right? Her dissertation was on birth order, and one of the things that I recognize as a younger sibling, although not biologically, but raised in a household together, is that I probably am more apt to jump out and have a voice and not really have a lot of fear because I got a big sister. I got a big sister behind me that's like, what you gonna say? Yeah. Who gonna say something? Like, I already read it past the board of directors.
They talk about the youngest being rebellious, right?
Because she has the.
Well,
I'm not rebellious.
She can do that.
We got the same thing.
She can do that.
That's a blessing to have. I call it my village. Before I came tonight, I think I sort of mentioned, it's Women's History Month, and my daughter's getting married. Which anybody that knows me, they've heard it, of course.
It's beautiful.
Party. And not long ago, and I was looking at some of the pictures a couple of days ago, and I see my girlfriends Penny. I saw Judy's daughter Dana. I saw Connie. I mean, some of my girlfriends are mature women like Peaches. And I love them to death. I don't even hang with women my age.
Yeah.
So, you know what I mean? But they have been such blessings because they were in my life before my children were. So to have a sister like that, regardless of the age, is a blessing. Your two energy was contagious. Yeah. I'm looking forward to it. So what you see here is only more. Tell them how we can really catch up with you all on her social media and yours as well, too.
Yep. So what's your social media page? Because she be changing her name.
I only changed it. So you can catch me on Tanzarville or Afia Counseling Services. But you can just, if you want to get in touch with me, Tanzarville, on my business page, I'm always talking about like therapy, therapeutic things, mental health. But if you want to follow me, Tanzarville, you can follow me, Tanzar, Tanszar, last name Ville, V as in Victor, EAL. Also on Instagram, you can catch me on Tanzar, TANSZAR _. And that's it. I may accept you.
That's real. Hold on, wait. That's real life. So when you have a big sister that function like that, you do a whole bunch of stuff.
We appreciate you. Thank you so much as well. We're actually going to have Andre Lee Ellis, your uncle, brother, our love. He's about to go to sleep on us. He's done with me. He's done with us. He's done with us.
We're done with him.
They can do it like Dre. They can do it like Dre. They can do it like Dre.
Oh, Chantel she got us all in at the end of a Tuesday, trying to have this last minute conversation.
Yes, okay. I want to see y'all see me all the time. This is so important too. Andre, what was going on tonight? Just tell the people about how you decided what you're going to do next year with 500 black tuxedos.
That's right.
You're going to continue, but you're tired of doing. What are we doing next year?
We're gonna do things differently. What I think is that it's grown out of my head and out of my hands.
Thank you, good Lord.
And so it needs a group. It needs a team that needs to not just only do what I want or some of what I want, but also help get the numbers, get the message. And I think we need to be doing things all year long. I think we need to be doing events here and there, what it's all about. When you talk about the podcast tonight, I was sitting in on the podcast with Bria Grant, quiet as it's kept I was. And what I was most excited about is being in a room where everybody felt free enough to say what they really felt honestly. And there were no fake people in the room. My fake people radar didn't go off.
That's real.
Because it will, and then I'll leave the room. But for the most part, tonight we wanted to thank the sponsors, because had it not been for the sponsors, no matter how small, big, whatever it was, it wouldn't have happened. We want to thank 100 Gyms. Listen, let me tell you something, Milwaukee. Listen, you know, how dare we sit up and talk about black men, what black men are doing, what black men aren't doing, and you come over here to the 100 Gyms Plaza, it's black men.
That's right. It's owned and operated. And put
an A in front of that man. Black amen.
That's right.
Amen. All of that. Because many of them have had to do a comeback.
Yes.
And what they went through was not a setback. So over here at 100 Gyms, the spirit of fatherhood is already there. Because we do the fatherhood celebration and the Mother's Day celebration. And at 100 Gyms, they have all kinds of celebrations. Come here, a lot of rooms. But the podcast, quiet as it's kept in the podcast room, I can't wait until I get to sit on the other side and watch Bria have conversation with some of the folks that we talking about.
Yes, I've been always.
You think they gonna come on, Andre? I don't know if they gonna come on.
You know, they might come one time.
But you know what?
But they might not come back.
And what I believe, I know y'all. Maybe I'm wrong because sometimes I can be a little maybe not thinking above things. But I think they'll come back because of you all. You know, your reputation is it stands for something. You know, I remember I've always said there's so many things that I could have done, but I did not do because I know about my pastor.
That's
I want to
right.
respect my
That's
pastor,
right.
my grandmother, my friends. You know, but I think that they will come because y'all care for the community. It's not like y'all just out here just talking SHIT.
That's
y'all
right.
being
That's
about
right.
it. So when y'all saying
That's
something,
right.
y'all living it every day. So if they don't come back, it's their loss and they're the problem.
That's right.
Some people, when their heart is convicted enough, they will change.
Yes.
And some people, when they get that change happening, they'll leave the group and crowd of people that they were with. But and I know you asked me about tonight. I want to really name some important people like Hupy and Abraham, the law officers of Hupy and Abraham. Attorney Michael Hupy stepped in last minute and helped because he saw how important it was to have this Unite WI with Bria Grant stepped in and helped because they knew how important it was. Running Rebels stepped in and helped. Prism over there with Pastor Walter Harvey and them stepped in. And I knew it. Y'all got to go get me that big old board that had all the sponsors' names on it. But I also Mindful Mondays. What you do to spread the word. There was a Richard Brian Roundtree was here, and he's an individual donor who, on any given Saturday when you see us doing the live, Richard is one of the persons. I'm sorry. I probably shouldn't do this. You're going to get a lot of requests.
Let him give him the money. He come over there and drop some money off at the garden.
He ain't got no money. He doing it out of his hard earned.
He got money.
He ain't got no money.
He got money.
No. He ain't got no money. He just got what's on his heart. With others as well. But when I tell you that I'll get off that line and I'll say, Mr. Roundtree, I've got 4 boys over here that need to be paid on this Saturday. 160 goes into the account to pay the boys.
That's right.
You know, and for those of you that are thinking that over there at Cage we got so much money, some of y'all think it's because it's me that it's automatically funding. This administration don't roll like that.
That's right.
Tell them, Andre.
That's right, Andre.
That's not how they roll. You can do all the righteous grant writing and proposal writing that you want.
That's right,
You won't be a contender because
that's right.
You wasn't on the underground. I'm just saying. Harriet Tubman had to go underground in order to get it done.
If she would have let them.
They would have turned her in. You know what I mean? I'm just saying. And I love everybody. Everybody love me, and you can't tell me nothing different. But what I want to say is, in Milwaukee, our statistics are really, really high. Yeah. We got to change it. So I'm glad that you all are here. And tonight was just all about giving thanks. And I know trends are trying to go. It's all good. I love Mindful Mondays.
Thank you so much.
You do. And you all tune in every week to Quiet as It's Kept.
Quiet as It's Kept. Next
Tuesdays at what time? At 6 o'clock? At 6 o'clock. 6 or 7. Yeah. But you know what? It doesn't matter. Because, like I said, mine was supposed to air yesterday. So all we need you all to do is like and subscribe, follow, and support. Because what we don't want to do is get caught up in the little details of things. This is technology. We're living real lives. We have children and lives, and we're making things happen. It's not like we're just out here playing on online. We're doing real things here. So if it's not 5 o'clock, 5:30, if it's not 6 o'clock, I can promise you that what we're talking about now is life changing. We don't do this all the time. I know I don't. I don't even deal with everybody like that, honestly. But what happened tonight and what I saw tonight and what I witnessed tonight was very powerful. It's game changing. She's doing her own thing, and she has the commas and zeros to prove it. So it's not like she's just looking for some handouts. But what I appreciate, because we're here with Andre, we're supporting him, and he doesn't do things just for the funds. I have been following Andre for over 30 years as a friend before I had children, married my husband. And Andre has passion about things. when I wake up sometime on Saturday mornings after my long weekends or Friday nights, I go to live, and this man is in the garden with children. Seriously, on live. And I love that about you, Andre. And I'm going to give you your flowers. Hand me my flowers you just gave me. Was that mine? Andre gave me flowers. And you know how God doesn't sleep. You know, I said, and I'm going to make this very clear and then I'm done with it. My brother would have been 41 yesterday. He passed away. The streets of Milwaukee killed my brother, very innocent, loving brother. My grandson, he was killed, and my auntie in reckless driving about 6 months before him. And my grandson would have been 13 years old today. So on my way here, I had stopped at the cemetery, Grayson, down the street with my daughter, and we, it was just a long day, but I was crying. I remember praying to the Lord on my way here, and when you brought these over to me, I knew I was in the right place. Okay, but what I'm saying, there's no such thing as a coincidence. We are out here doing things on Mindful Mondays in Milwaukee. What we always talk about is don't be a crab in a barrel. So even if you don't like us individually, we're okay with that because we're not running for office. But what we are saying, if you care about the community, give to these organizations. We're not for profits. We're doing real things. And we're tired of hearing y'all cry, rah, rah, rah. And one thing that Bria said, they're not talking about the gossip. We're not about that. If you don't like us, so be it. Unfollow, don't like, don't subscribe. But if you're about making a change and you don't have the time to do it, give to these organizations and like and subscribe. We love and appreciate you all. And Quiet as Kept, get the details on that. Quiet as Kept.
Oh, on Tuesdays. Catch Quiet as It Kept on Tuesdays, each and every Tuesday. You can look on our social medias. We'll post everything out there. If you have questions, you can inbox me. I'll try my best to return your inbox. But listen, Quiet as It Kept, 7 o'clock, 6 or 7 o'clock on Tuesdays. Please catch us there.
Okay, thank y'all so much. Everybody that knows me, I love y'all all so much. Because like I said, I'm going through so many things emotional because, I'm very emotional about what's going on. And we got people really out here doing things. So we need to put boots on the ground while y'all going out doing all this line dancing. Let's come together and do positive things. Love you all so much. Thank you. We're celebrating Women in Construction. See you all next week. Bye-bye.